I think that's bananas. No, to say that,
Yeah.
to say link building doesn't matter at all, in my personal opinion and experience, this isn't just opinion. This isn't, this is something that I've lived. Link building will get you there faster, I guess is what you could say. Like, yes, you can create a ton of content. And if you use the KGR, the keyword golden ratio, you will get rankings, you will get up there. And yes, you will. But even though you're getting served for those relevant results, and even though you may be getting, views on your website, what are the chances of that person's a webmaster? What are the person that webmaster is going to link to you? Not very high. So like some people say, oh, I don't do link building. I will say, and Doug, you know a lot about the history. I think I've overdone link building at the past at times, a little too hard. And we could talk about that later or whatever. But for the most part, when it comes to link building, I personally feel like it's an absolute necessity. You don't have to go crazy on it, but like after like 6 months, you're going to find if you are just creating content, you're going to be writing to nothing and you're not going to see much. Like I have a website right now that I'm working on. We have, I'm trying to think, I think it's about 80 articles, 90 articles right now. I am getting maybe one visit a day, maybe. And it's been about 3 months. But I know that that's okay because I'm going to do link building and I'm going to kind of build it up. So I think link building is a requirement personally. I think that you have to at least do some link building in order to be really successful. That's how I feel.
Cool. And I think because we have so many questions on that, we may hold off on some of the link building details because I think we could just, I mean, actually, someone just said, just talk about link building all day in
Yeah,
one of the
we could.
comments. That was
Yeah.
Josh. But
Yeah.
yeah, basically, I tend to agree with you. You can get away with not building links, but if you build links, it's just like putting, gas on the fire
It
or
is. It really is.
or something, some other highly flammable thing that's like useful. Like
Yeah.
I think people like the idea because they don't know how to do it, or it seems scary, or they want to do
It's
less
terrible.
work, right?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like sales because it's like link building there. If you get a 1 to 3% conversion, so that means every 100 targets you get 1 to 3 of them to link back to you. That's pretty average decent. I mean, I don't that's not completely terrible. Like in that number, it's like, can you sit there and deal with all that rejection over and over and over? Like really good people are getting 7 to 10%, but like that's not, 1 out of every 10 isn't very encouraging,
No,
like
no,
it's
it's not.
tough. So like, yeah, I think a lot of people don't want to do it because it's just full of rejection. It's not fun. I love it. I don't know why, and I'm glad I love it. I don't even know why it makes me tick, but I love it because I think it's because I know all my competitors aren't doing it. They're not focused on it, and they don't really focus on it enough. They don't think it's important enough. And I can tell you definitively,
Hmm.
1,000%, it is extremely important because I have websites where I don't do it and nothing's happening, and then I start doing it, and then guess what? All my rankings start climbing. It always happens, always, and that goes for Amazon websites or Amazon affiliate websites. That goes for informational websites. Any type of website. It always is going to help because it just gives you more authority. That's all it does. So
Yes. And yeah, we could, like I said, we could go on and on and on and on. But just for the main site that we've been talking about, do you have an idea like how many referring domains are pointing to it, just to give people an idea the craziness that is
I'm gonna
going
have to look.
inside
I'm gonna have to
the
look on Ahrefs actually for that one.
that's all right.
I've got it up here right now. So at this point, I have 419 referring domains to that one.
Nice.
So that's the total. But I will say, and I don't know anyone else who's like maybe a little bit more advanced that's like watching this, I've been getting more spam links lately. So like of those, maybe 350 are like valid. I don't know why. It seems like there's like been an influx across all my websites that more people have been doing that. So like probably valid, like 350, 360 domains total. But
Crazy.
that actually, that website, I did a decent amount of link building in the beginning. I haven't really done much link building other than that because in terms of the internet, I'm basically the number one result for that particular like term and that particular niche. I don't really need to keep doing the link building because a lot of my content is ranking. So now I am getting those links organically, which is like the coolest feeling in the world, because you're just like, oh my gosh, I just got a link. Like I get links from like a government website all of a sudden. It's like, well, hello there, like
Right,
thank
right.
you. Like that's awesome. So nowadays I don't really do much for that one, but it's already reached that top level. When you're at a website in the beginning and you're not even close to that top level, you absolutely have to do link building, in my personal opinion. So
Do you know how many? I don't know if you'll remember this, but do you know how many referring domains or links you got before you hit that sort of critical mass where like now you are the authority and people will link to your site because you have the best information?
So I had a very strange growth trajectory with this particular website. To backtrack just a little bit, when I created this website, I started to get a little bit of organic traffic without doing any link building. So it does work. In the beginning, I wasn't doing any. What ended up happening was this particular resource, this particular website, it actually went very, very, very viral on Facebook. And it's, to be clear, it's a resource. This is an informational resource. This wasn't like, 9 ways to do this. Number 6 will surprise you. It wasn't those types of posts. It was like a database type of resource helping people with some particular information. It went viral on Facebook like crazy. And what ended up happening was, this like shut down my server a few times. Like it was like a big deal. Like I was getting 200-300 people on at every second of the website, which was crazy. But the whole thing was that basically went up and then it went down because that's what viral stuff does. And then after that is when I thought about link building, because it was like, okay, it made all that money. It's a great resource. Now some people know about it, but I need to make this stick. How can I make it stick? And I already knew about link building, but I wasn't doing it. Like most people don't want to do it. And I was like, I'm just not going to. But then at that point, I was like, man, this can really earn some decent money if I figure this out. So then I started to do link building. So at that point, I would say, I think I probably only got like maybe 30 to 50 links total, somewhere in that range for it to really be like start, like critical mass solidifying in the search results. And then I've just been adding so much content onto it every month or whatever for so long now, that it like I kept ranking for more and more, and then more links kept coming in, and now it's just getting more and more and more authoritative, like naturally. I don't even really have to do much anymore. So
awesome.